People were frightened these days. Just 2 weeks past, Renardo had sneaked through an empty town and listened to the ravens caw about the Emperor's new taste in ritual sacrifice.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't sound good.
Firewalls only let you through if they think you're hot enough.
Well, it's a good thing I've got a fire sword. So what's down here? Treasure? Or like a legitimate thing that continues this story? Because I don't want either. Actually, no, I want treasure. What the fuck am I talking about? Ooh.
Oh, sweet! A gem. All he needed now was a workbench, and he could slot it into his gauntlet.
Gems are rare items that boost your capabilities. Find a workbench to use your new gem. Nice. I don't really know if I care too much about elemental resistances, but I like the chance. Alright, so now I have a second level of abilities. Hooking a shield or wielding enemy will rip the shield away, leaving him vulnerable. Ooh. I like that a lot. Target an enemy with dash, move through him and cause damage. Attack enemies at any distance. If I can lower it down to 10th combo threshold, that'd be ridiculous. Or I can make it slow down after every attack? Whoa. I love everything. For now, I'll get attack reflexes.
That could come in handy in a pinch.
Okay. Wait, can I? Oh, I leveled up twice? Oh, snap. I didn't realize that. Well, shoot. I don't think I care for true sword food to save up 3 points for it right now. But we'll see. We'll see. If we have to deal with a bunch of shield enemies, then I'll grab that. But for now, I saw mostly a bunch of normal birds. Well, I immediately regret my decision. That's not what I wanted.
Ravens were landing everywhere. The advance guard. He'd better get moving. If they got to Lupino first, they'd eat him for breakfast. Or a snack. Ravens weren't picky. If they got hungry, they sometimes forgot to interrogate their prisoners. Even top spies like Lupino. What the mad rabbit got to?
So I should obviously grab the shield ability pretty immediately. Because, wow, they came out really fast. I guess the enemy types change now that we've beaten the game once, because they know, well, you've already seen the enemies.
There had to be something useful in these things, didn't there?
Oh yeah, we've gotten energy, gems, things like that, and ore. Lovely, lovely ore. No, we haven't gotten a gem from the barrels, but we got ore. Which is sometimes good enough for me. Okay. Oh, there. Now, if I run into a shield enemy, I can just take it away from them. No! I ran into the wrong enemy!
Can I borrow that?
I hate shield enemies. I also hate the ranged enemies. I need something that can deal with the ranged enemies a little better. Because, yeah, I can try to hook them, but now that I have the shield guys who can hit me anytime, it gets a little frustrating. Do I get anything cool for that? I mean, whenever I upgrade my True Sword Fu, eventually I can just teleport to them after any combo. And that's good. Obviously, I can also increase my hookshot speed and damage at some point, which would be nice. Oh, I need more levels.
Ravens didn't smell any better dead, Renato thought.
That's right. They fade out of existence, so it's not like it matters. Oh, give me energy. I need it. For what? I'm not entirely sure. Oh, it's Lupino.
Dirty and bloody, Renato finally reached Lupino. The rabbit was practicing his shuffle. Renato recognized the cards. It was Lupino's favorite deck. Oh, I thought you were in danger. I am. The ravens are coming. Oh, the prison thing. Right, yeah, see, this guard owed me 53 ducats, so we made a deal. They're very reasonable people, actually, for weasels. Now, I got a brilliant plan to kidnap Zenobia. We capture Zenobia, we find out what she knows, and that's the whole war right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Capture the Emperor's greatest general, who happened to also be a deadly sorcerer, and, oh, his only daughter? That would be worth it. And it would be nice to see her. He'd always had a soft spot for her. And he felt sure she had one for him.
Hey.
On the other hand, he could still get to the core of the Sky Ripper, even if he couldn't get the whole thing. It must have great power.
Now, we're gonna continue our path to see Zenobia. What? About sorties? Oh, I guess you can start to see, where your choices have led you.
Zenobia wasn't just the Emperor's daughter, of course. She'd been Renato's best friend in Sword Fu school. And you're still mad for her. The rabbit reminded him. The rabbit had a point. And Renato had a feeling she'd want to see him again. Who knows what could happen between the two of them this time around? She knows all his plans, chuckled the master spy. She won't give them up easily. She'll tell the interrogators, all right, said Lupino. Taking her would change the game, all right.
How would we restrain her, though? Last time I dealt with her, she froze me for literally billions of years. Which is, wow. It's intense. She also froze herself. Did she end up lasting as long as I did and burned by billions
the city was
of
already
years of
under
fire?
Zenobia's control. I had to admire her efficiency. Renato shivered at the thought of Zenobia at the mercy of the interrogators. Could he really turn her over to them? But this was war. It wasn't meant to be pretty.
Ooh, got myself another wind essence. Eventually I need to make the wind sword or the void sword. Although I imagine I'm not gonna be able to do it until I finish
Sharp,
a certain campaign.
Check. Pointy? Check. Flexible? Check. What else do you need in a sword?
Magic abilities, that's fine. I mean, technically we did get magic abilities. Woo! I can heal myself now. Oh, I need the ice sword too. Ow, damn it. You ruined my combo and my groove. I need perfect combos for my XP bonuses.
These things could really use a hand.
Ooh, that's scary. It almost reached me with its eye lasers. And those things hit you pretty immediately. Which is never a good choice for me. Okay, how do I get in here? Ah, the lever! Ooh! Oh, it hurt me! Oh, that's lame. I didn't even see a laser come out. That's like hit scan bullshit. And then you were immediately hit as soon as they saw you. How rude.
So, what's this plan of yours? Use me as bait, said Lupino. And he outlined a slightly complicated plan that involved geese, a net, setting the Farfarer a little bit on fire, Lupino dressing as an old blind toad, and Reynardo hiding inside a monstrous watermelon.
What?
What could possibly go wrong? Thought Reynardo.
Oh, Jesus, I have choices in the missions? Go for Lupino's geese, net, fire, toad, watermelon plan? Yes.
Oh, this is gonna be fun, said Lupino, as he ran to go set up his marvelous plan.
Okay. Yeah, you go do that.
Hey, a workbench. He could try out his new bling.
That's a good idea. Let's equip my only gem. Elemental resistance. Alright. Can I make anything right now? I can make the ice sword. Ooh. Sure. Increases movement and attack speed. Oh, that sounds cool. But we need 12 essence. That's a ridiculous number. A ridiculous number that's costing me. Look at this. Now I have to get it eventually. All right, what can I get? I can start saving now that I have the shield hooking ability. Actually, I guess I don't really need to save, per se. I could just grab the first level of it.
Way better than being able to shrink down to the size of an ant. What's that all about, anyway?
Oh my Jesus! I have a 87 combo. Good enough. Hey, there's giant melons.
Reynardo felt dubious about the whole plan. With every step, he was waiting for it all to go horribly wrong. But against all odds, Lupino's idiotic plan worked. Zenobia's ravens ran off after the geese, the net dropped, and Reynardo jumped out of the watermelon and put his sword to Zenobia's throat. Reynardo, she said, are those new scars? They look good on you. You never return my velvet jacket. It was my favorite. You look stupid in velvet. Oh, what does an imperial princess know about style? Oh, get a room, you two, said Lupino, probably sensing the chemistry. But the fleet was coming on fast. So they took Zenobia east, over the Nexus. She'd vanished from Swordfu School, from his life, without even saying goodbye. Without ever telling him she was the Emperor's adopted daughter. Reynardo was aware of her feelings. Maybe this was a bad idea, but was he letting his own feelings get the better of him?
That's a good question. Let's see. Try to get Zenobia to turn against her father. Stick to the plan. We're gonna play the feelings card.
Listen, said Reynardo. Let's not do this. Let's not do what? Asked Zenobia. Look, you're the Emperor's right hand. You are gonna have me interrogated, he said. Sure, yeah, but then I remembered how you feel about me. How I feel about you? You were gonna have me interrogated, but I didn't. Because you care about me, said Reynardo. Well, guess again, Buster, she said as she pushed him off his own boat. As he plummeted towards the bottomless clouds of the abyss, Renato decided that he'd not really handle the situation with his usual fingers. He tried something bold and paid the price for it.
Wow. Wow. They just murdered me outright. That's funny. Well, we've learned the consequences of that. Wow.
The city was already under Zenobia's control. I had to admire her efficiency. Renato shivered at the thought of Zenobia at the mercy of the interrogators. Could he really turn her over to them? But this was war. It wasn't meant to be pretty.
Well, the good news is that while I might have died, they didn't make me restart the entire story again. And now I get to use my ice sword.
Cool sword, thought Renato. No, seriously. He couldn't feel his paw anymore.
I get extra bonus XP! And possibly a gem. No. Wait, yes. Shield breaker. Ooh. That sounds useful.
Renato hated gogglers. It was almost impossible to sneak past them. If one didn't spot you, another one would.
Well, that's why you stab the shit out of them. Aha! Sneak attack! Okay. So we're gonna try
Hey,
not
why don't you
dying.
guys fight in groups? Oh, I know. Because there's no I in team.
Wow. Wow.
So,
I can't believe you,
this
Renato.
plan of yours? Use me as bait, said Lupino. And he outlined a slightly complicated plan that involved geese, a net, setting the Farfarer a little bit on fire, Lupino dressing as an old blind toad, and Renato hiding inside a monstrous watermelon. What could possibly go wrong? Thought Renato.
Well, if we're gonna go for this because it worked.
Oh, this is gonna be fun, said Lupino.
I just need to not try and play the feelings of Sapiana.
You couldn't go sticking jewels in your gauntlet just anywhere. What if you dropped one and broke it? Luckily, there was a bench right here.
Cool. So he does exactly what I hoped it would. I can now hit shield grunts and make them drop their shields. Oh, that is amazing. Who even needs to hook things anymore? Well, at this point, the only thing I'm really lacking on is the style stuff.
Renato felt dubious about the whole plan. With every step, he was waiting for it all to go horribly wrong. But against all odds, she'd vanished from Swordfu School, from his life, without even saying goodbye. Without ever telling him she was the Emperor's adopted daughter. Renato was aware of her feelings. Maybe this was a bad idea.
It is.
Was he letting his own feelings get the better of him?
We're going to interrogate Zenobia.
Lupino was right, Renato thought reluctantly. She knows things. She recognized his look. You're taking me to the interrogators, aren't you? She said, wide-eyed. And then she jumped, with horror. Renato saw Zenobia plummeting.
Wow.
Then he saw the nexus below them. Cats always land on their feet. She'll head for the Imperial outpost, yelled Lupino. You have to catch her.
Why didn't we restrain her a little bit more effectively? But alright. I guess we continue the mission. Without making... Well, no, we just made a choice. What am I talking about?
Cats can run fast.
Chapter 3. Hello, I must be going.
Can run longer. If he ran, he could head her off before she reached her minions at the outpost. Well, he did love a good chase.
I wanted to light them on fire, but it wouldn't let me. So...
Just have a dash, thought Renato.
I realize now that maybe there are areas that we can only access during certain chapters for these places. Because I remember kind of exploring this area before and seeing stuff in the background that I couldn't reach. With no way to ever actually reach them from what I was able to see when I explored. But now that's different. I understand. That's a matter of coming to the place somewhere else. From a different mission. Oh, stupid void doors. At least so far they haven't had anything like incredibly mega useful.
Nice. That could be useful.
They're mostly filled with cool trinkets. And I can live without cool trinkets. Alright. I did what I wanted. I froze the lady. I wish I could get like 1,000
He was
XP
closing on her.
for my 100 or my 70 combos.
He tried not to think about the interrogators at the secret base. What did they do to her? Maybe it didn't have to end that way. Maybe he could talk to her. But after all, there were worse things the Imperials had done to friends of his.
Yeah, I have to make another option about if I'm gonna try and talk to her. Maybe I shouldn't. She did kill me the last time that we tried to tell her, hey, so
Imagine if you built a house on one of these things. Oh, that would be amazing. It would be like having a boat.
A boat that flies through air, which would be awesome and scary at the same time. Somebody could just like throw a rock at your house and you just die. What the hell is that? Watch out for explosive ravens. When hit or thrown, they will explode after a few seconds. Use them to your advantage. Yeah, how about I just toss it out of here? Ow, Jesus, I got hit by like 3 different attacks. Oh my god, that took so much health away.
Bernardo reached the outpost. The Imperials there were no match for him. Soon after, Zenobia limped up the path. When she realized he was already in front of her, she didn't even try to run. Oh, you left without saying goodbye. Again, he said, please. You're enjoying this a little too much. She said, shaken. Oh, spare us the chit-chat, would you? Said Lapino as he shackled her hands so she couldn't throw spells. She knows all his plans. All the way back to the Farfarer, Lapino nagged Renato about how the interrogators would pry all the intel out of Zenobia. How that would turn the tides in the imminent battle. All they had to do was take her to the rebels' secret base. Renato didn't like to think about what the interrogators would do to her. Couldn't he just talk to her?
Well, let's see. Renato could skip the base and find a way to interrogate Zenobia himself. No. We torture Zenobia.
As they reached the ruins, Renato could see ravens everywhere, searching for the rebel base. They'd have to hide the Farfarer or go on foot. What if we get separated? Asked Lapino, for once thinking ahead. I'll show you a map to the base. Renato told Lapino. Renato, don't do this, said Zenobia. We were friends once. We... Shut it, witch, or I'll shackle your mouth too, said Lapino. And then, a few moments later, they touched down.
I want to see what happens when she gets interrogated. What kind of truth will we find out about the world, about Zentiana, or Zenobia? I keep on saying Zentiana because fucking Gentiana from Final Fantasy 15. Zenobia.
As Lapino pulled Zenobia off the Farfarer, Renato readied himself for the battle ahead. I'm sorry I nicked your jacket, she said. It's just... It's stupid, but it smelled like you. What? He said, confused. Then, why didn't you write? Why didn't you first speak? Oh, save the romantic nostalgia. Let's go! Shrieked Lapino. So Renato launched himself down the path to the secret base.
Oh, health, health, health. Oh my god, I need health.
Felt a little better.
I lost so much health from the exploding guys. Note to self, next time, we're just gonna toss it off the edge. Whew. Have we been here too? We kind of went through some of these maps so fast that I don't even know. I don't know. Okay, if I go over here, they'll probably have me fight. Damn it. And then when I fight, it locks it off. Oh, no, it doesn't.
Hypatia, the kid's mother. Renato had never thought he'd date a librarian. He'd always figured himself for the barmaid type. But then, he'd never figured the library of Ubar would have comic books, or that Hypatia would know anything about them. He missed her.
Oh, thank God. There was treasure back here. I almost missed it. For once, they didn't lock off the door after a fight. That's nice of them.